Hello children, welcome to the science online class. Okay, we are seeing the lesson light, isn't it? Already we have seen many topics. So our next topic is what is inside our eye. Okay, so eye is the one of our most important sense organs. So it is therefore important to understand its structure and working. Okay. So the human eye will be in closer will look like this. Okay. So we are going to learn about the structure now. Okay, this is the structure of human eye. Okay. So in this one, we are going to see about the structure of the human eye. The eye has a roughly spherical shape. Okay, it is roughly, no, not exactly. It is a nearly spherical shape, and the outer coat of the eye is white. The outer coat of the eye is white in color, and it is tough, so that it can protect the interior of the eye from accidents, some accidents. Okay, so its transparent front part is called cornea. Okay, that is, we can you can see this one. This spot is called as the cornea. Okay. Next one. Behind the cornea, we find the dark muscular structures. Okay. This one is the dark muscular structure. Okay. This is known as iris. Okay. In the iris, there is a small opening called the pupil. Okay. This is called the pupil. Okay. This is cornea, and this is iris, and this is pupil. Okay. So the size of the pupil is controlled by this iris. Okay. The size of this pupil is controlled by the iris. Okay. So the iris is that part of eye which gives its distinctive color. Okay. You can see some persons as their eyes will be in brown color or blue color or green color. Okay. So this color of the eyes are given by the part iris. Okay. The next one. Okay, color of iris is different for different people. Okay, so only the color of the eyes are changed. Okay, different. Okay, children. Next. The iris controls the amount of light entering into the eye. Okay, so for that they have given one activity, activity 16.8. Okay, it is in the page number 206. So you have to look into your friend's eye. Okay, observe the size of the pupil. Okay, first you have to observe the size of the pupil. Okay, at normal, and you have to throw light on your eye with a torch. Okay. So observe the pupil now. Next, switch off the torch, and again you have to observe the pupil, size of the pupil. Okay, do you notice any change in the size? Okay, surely you will notice some change in size. Okay, so that is the pupil. The size of the pupil will be changed. Okay, when, because we are focusing more light on the eyes. Okay, so its size will be surely different. Okay, so behind the pupil. Okay, on one more thing, for this activity you have to use normal torchlight. Okay, never use the laser torch. Okay, don't use the laser torch, it will affect our eyes. Okay, so behind the pupil of the eye is a lens which is thicker in the center. Okay, so behind the pupil, the eye is a lens. Okay, so the lens focuses. Okay, this lens focuses light on the back of the eye on a layer called retina. Okay, the retina contains several nerve cells. Okay, the back of the eyes is called as the retina. Okay, in our eyes, the retina is act as a screen. Okay, because in light lesson we have learned that for producing an image we have to we need a screen. Okay, so in this case retina is act as a screen. Okay, and also the retina contains several nerve cells. Sensations felt by the nerve cells are then transmitted to the brain. Okay, all the in our body, every part we are having nerves. We are having nerves. Okay, these nerves only connect the messages to the brain. Okay, in the retina also contains several nerve cells. Okay, so the sensations felt by the nerve cells are then transmitted to the brain through the optic nerve. Okay, if suppose we are seeing a pen, it is the nerve cells observe the image of the pen and it will transmit to the brain. Okay, then and the brain will identify it is a pen, and what are all the objects we are seeing identified by our brain through the eyes. Okay, so and also there are two kinds of cells. Okay, in a retina there are two kinds of cells. They are cones and rods. Okay, cones are sensitive to bright light. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is the cone cell. Okay, and this one is the rod. Okay, cone cells are sensitive to bright light and rods are sensitive to dim light. Okay, so we are identifying the bright light and dim light. So these are the two cells. They are sensitive to bright and dim light. Okay, and cones also senses color. Cone cells only senses the color. Okay, which color we are seeing. Okay, next one, at the junction of the optic nerve and the retina there are no sensory cells. Okay, at the junction, that is the point where the optic nerve and the retina meet is the junction. Okay, in this one there are no sensory cells. Okay, so no vision is possible at that spot. Okay, so that part is called as the blind spot. Okay, here this spot is the blind spot where the retina and the optic nerve, this one is the optic nerve and this is the retina. So both are meet in this point. So this spot is called as the blind spot. Okay, in this spot there are no sensory cells. So no vision is possible at that spot. Okay, in this spot no vision is possible. Okay, so its existence can be demonstrated in the next one. Okay, in to demonstrate this blind spot, they have given one activity 16.9. Okay, so we have to mark cross and round mark here. Okay, the round mark will be just right to the cross. Okay, so and the distance between them should be 6 to 8 centimeter. Okay, so you have to keep this cross and round mark in a sheet of paper and hold the sheet of paper at an arm's length. Okay, you have to stretch your arm as it is as length. Okay, to hold the sheet. Now close your left eye and look continuously at the cross. Okay, you have to close your left eye and you have to continuously look at the cross. Okay, now move the sheet slowly towards you. Okay, closing your left eye, you are moving the sheet slowly towards you. Next, keeping your eye on the cross. Okay, don't move your eye. Okay, from the cross. Okay, by keeping your eye on the cross, you are going to move the sheet slowly towards you. Okay, what do you find? Does the round mark disappear at some point? Okay, at some point the round mark will disappear. Okay, now close your right eye and look at the round mark, not the cross, round mark. Okay, and repeat the activity. Does the cross disappear? Yes, it will be disappear some point. Okay, so the disappearance of the cross or the round mark shows that there is a point on the retina which cannot send messages to the brain when light falls on it. Okay, that part is called as the blind spot. Okay, children. And also the impression of any an image does not vanish immediately from the retina. Okay, that means the after some impression will be focused on the retina. The retina does not the image does not vanish from the retina itself immediately. It won't vanish. Okay, it persists there for about 1/16th of a second. Okay, so if still images of a moving object are flashed on the eye at a rate faster than 16 per second, then the eye perceives the object as moving, as a moving object. Okay, to perform this, we can do this activity, the bird in cage. Okay, most of the children will play with this. Okay, so you have to get a square piece of a cardboard, 6 to 8 centimeter, and make 2 holes. Okay, it's shown in the figure. Okay, here look at this one, from the in the sheet you have to put one hole here and also put one hole here also. Okay, this is one is the front part and the another one is the back part. In the front part you can draw the bird, and the back part you can draw the cage. Okay, and you have to insert the string through the or any thread through the holes. Okay, now we have to twist the string. Okay, as it is in the picture, you have to twist the string. Okay, rapidly. Okay, so the cord will start to rotate. Okay, rotate rapidly. So when some other seeing this, and the image will look like the bird is in the cage, but not really. Bird is not in the cage, because these are the two different pictures. But rapidly we are rotating this cord using the strings. Okay, it will seen as the bird is inside the cage. So the movies that we see are actually a number of separate pictures in proper sequence. Okay, so they are made to move across the eye, usually at the rate of 24 pictures per second, faster than 16 per second. Okay, in actual rate is 16 per second. Okay, but in the movies they will the pictures, that is the pictures will move across the eye, across our eye at the rate of 24 pictures per second. Okay, per second 24 pictures will move across our eye. So we take that the object is moving. Okay, like only the movies are taken. Okay. Okay, the next one, they have given the nature has provided eyes with the eyelids. Okay, why we are having eyelids? To prevent any object from entering the eye. Okay, it is the eyelids are protecting our eyes. Okay, and also they have given some points about the eyesight. Okay, is such a wonderful instrument that it can clearly see distant objects as well as objects nearby. Okay, the minimum distance at which the eye can see object distinctly varies with age. Okay, from age in the childhood we can see clearly, very clearly, the nearby and distant objects, but we are getting old means we cannot see the distant objects very clearly. Okay, but the normal eye, okay, in the normal distance we can that is it is clearly seen by our eyes within 25 centimeter. Okay, within 25 centimeter, a normal eyes see any objects very clearly. Okay, but some persons can see objects close to them very clear, but they cannot see the distant objects. In some persons this will be different. They can view the distant objects very clearly, but the nearby objects they won't see it clearly. Okay, these are the problems with the eyes. Okay, long sight, short sight. Okay, so with suitable corrective lenses we can faces the problems. Okay, faces the problem, that is these defects of the eye can be corrected. Okay, and sometimes particularly in your homes, your grandmas and grandpas will, they will, sometimes they have went to the eye hospital and came to you and told that I have undergone the cataract operation. Okay, doctor said you have to operate. Okay, because in your eyes there is a cataract. Okay, so what is that means? In the old age, eyesight becomes foggy. Okay, it is due to the eye lens becoming cloudy. Okay, so when it happens, persons are said to have cataract. Okay, so there is a loss of vision also. Okay, it is possible to treat this defect. The opaque lens is removed removed and a new artificial lens is inserted, because the lens inside our eyes are become opaque. Okay, so they will remove the opaque lens and they will insert the artificial lens. Okay, so this is the remedy for the cataract. Okay, next one is the care of the eyes. Okay, so care of the eyes, you have to take care of your eyes. What are the things you have to do, or what are the things you don't do? Here are some things. Okay, too little or too much light is bad for eyes. Okay, don't read in the too little. Okay, very little light or too much light. Okay, normal light is suitable for our eyes. The next one, do not look at the sun or a powerful light directly. Okay, we cannot look at the sun in the direct. Okay, continuously if you are seeing the sun, means after removing your sight from the sun, you may feel that many things are surrounding. Okay, surroundings is look seen at the very black. Okay, so don't look at the sun or a powerful light directly, and never rub your eyes. Okay, if there is some dust in your eyes, means don't rub your eyes. Okay, you have to clean your eyes with the water. Okay, next, always read at the normal distance for vision. Okay, while reading you have to keep a normal distance. Okay, do not read by bringing the book too close to your eyes or keeping it too far. Both are incorrect. Okay, and also you learnt about the balanced diet in class 6. Okay, isn't it? If food is deficient in some components, eyes may also suffer. Okay, lack of vitamin A, which one is the good for eyes? Vitamin A. Okay, so lack of vitamin A in foodstuff is responsible for many eye troubles. Most common amongst them is night blindness. Okay, if vitamin A is very less in our food, we may affected by the night blindness. And also one should therefore include in the diet components which have vitamin A. Okay, raw carrots, broccoli and green vegetables and cod liver oil are rich in vitamin A. And also eggs, milk, curd, cheese, butter and fruits such as papaya and mango are also rich in vitamin A. So daily you have to take one of these food items in your diet. Okay, children, then only we can maintain our eyesight, our eyes very protective. Okay, next one. Next topics, visually impaired persons can read an eyes. What is meant by visually impaired? Means they cannot see anything. Okay, some persons including children can be visually impaired. Okay, they have very limited vision to see things. Some persons cannot see at all since birth. Okay, from the birth they cannot see anything. So some persons may lose their eyesight because of any disease or an injury. Okay, suppose they have met with an accident, otherwise they have, if they fall in sick, they will be lost their eyesight. Okay, such persons try to identify things by touching and listening to voices more carefully. Okay, they develop their other senses more sharply. Okay, for the visually impaired people, other sense organs will be more sharp. Okay, if they are blind, means their ears will be very sharp. Okay, they will hear a very light sound itself. Okay. So, however, additional resources can enable them to develop their capabilities further. Okay. So, for the visually impaired people, a system is designed, that is created, and the most popular resource for visually challenged person is the Braille. Okay. So, this system is developed by a visually challenged person, that is Louis Braille. Okay. He developed and published it in 1821. Okay, children, the present system was adapted in 1932. Okay. And there is a Braille code for common languages, mathematics and scientific notations. Okay, Braille code are available for common languages, mathematics and also scientific notation. And also many Indian languages can be read using this Braille system. Okay, this one. The first one is the alphabets. Okay, in Braille system it has 63 dot patterns or characters. Okay, and each character represents a letter, a combination of letters, a common word or a grammatical sign. Okay, dots are arranged in cells of 2 vertical rows of 3 dots each. Okay, in 2 rows there will be 3 dots or okay, so 3 dots each. Next, patterns of dots to represent some English. Okay, here you can see the alphabets. Okay, Braille system for alphabets. Okay, and next one is the Braille sheet. Okay, Braille sheet. This okay, you are seeing in the picture. Some dots will be embedded. Okay, because they cannot see, so they will touch the sheet and feel the letter. Okay, if they touch the sheet, some dots will be embedded, that is raised slightly. So, by touching them, they can identify what letter is this. Okay, likewise they will read whole the sentences itself. Okay, children. Okay, so next one. In page number 210, they have given in the box. They have given some visually impaired Indians, which have attained the great achievements. Okay, and the most impaired person, visually impaired person, we known as Helen Keller. Okay, she is an American author and lecturer. Okay, and she lost her sight when she was only 18 months old. Okay, but because of her resolve and courage, she could complete her graduation from a university. Okay, she wrote a number of books, including the Story of My Life. If it is possible, read the story, read the book of her. Okay, Story of My Life. Okay, so the eye is the one of the most important sense organ in our life. Okay, organ in our life. So keep the eyes very carefully. Okay, children. So up to this the lesson has finished. Thank you.